Whenever I listen back to something that I do, it just makes me feel.
Courtney Hadwin was born in 2004 in a small town in the United Kingdom called Bishop Auckland. From a very young age, she was known as a quiet and shy child. She did not enjoy speaking in front of people and often felt nervous in social situations. In school, teachers noticed that she avoided attention and rarely raised her hand in class, even when she knew the answers. She preferred to stay in her own world, listening to music and quietly observing others. Her family supported her love for music, and it slowly became clear that singing was the one place where she felt free and confident. Unlike her shy personality in daily life, something completely different happened when she heard music. She would change. Her voice became powerful, and she could express emotions that she could not speak in words. As she grew older, her interest in singing became stronger, and she started to believe that music could be her future. Still, no one around her expected that this quiet girl would one day appear on international television and gain millions of fans. Her early life was simple and normal, without fame or attention. But behind that normal life, a special talent was growing quietly, waiting for the right moment to appear in front of the world. That moment would come when she decided to take a small but brave step into the world of talent shows, not knowing that it would completely change her life forever. Courtney's first major step into the public eye came in 2017 when she participated in The Voice Kids UK. She was only around 12 or 13 years old at the time. This was her first experience performing on a large stage in front of a big audience and professional judges. For a shy girl like her, it was a very big challenge. However, when she stepped on stage, something surprising happened. The nervous, quiet girl seemed to disappear the moment the music started. She performed Nutbush City Limits by Tina Turner, and her performance shocked many people. Her voice was powerful, energetic, and full of emotion far beyond her age. The judges were impressed, and she received positive reactions from both the audience and the show's coaches. As she moved forward in the competition, she proved that she was not just a one-time surprise. She had real talent and strong stage presence. Courtney reached the final stage of the competition, which was a huge achievement for someone so young. Even though she did not win the show, her performance left a strong impression on viewers. Many people began to remember her name as a young girl with a powerful rock-style voice. After the show ended, she returned to her normal life in the UK, but things were no longer the same. She now had experience performing on television, and she had gained confidence in her ability to sing in front of people. This experience became an important foundation for her future. It showed her that she could stand on big stages and that her voice could reach audiences beyond her hometown. This was the beginning of her journey into the international music world. The real turning point in Courtney Hadwin's career came in 2018 when she auditioned for America's Got Talent Season 13. She was just 13 years old at the time. When she walked onto the stage, she appeared very shy and nervous. The judges and audience did not expect anything unusual at first. She looked like a quiet teenager who might struggle under pressure. However, everything changed the moment she started singing. She performed Hard to Handle by Otis Redding. Within seconds, her voice transformed the entire atmosphere of the room. She started softly, but quickly exploded into a powerful, energetic performance full of soul and rock influence. Her movements, expressions, and voice shocked everyone watching. The judges reacted with surprise and excitement, and the audience cheered loudly. One of the judges, Howie Mandel, pressed the golden buzzer, which sent her directly to the live shows. Golden confetti fell from the ceiling, marking one of the biggest moments of her life. The performance quickly went viral on the internet, gathering millions of views in a very short time. People around the world started talking about the shy girl who turned into a rock star on stage. Many compared her voice to famous singers from past decades, saying she had an old-school rock and soul energy. This moment changed everything for her. She went from being a regular schoolgirl in the UK to an international sensation overnight. However, with fame also came pressure. Suddenly, millions of people knew her name, and expectations grew very high. People wanted more performances, more energy, and more powerful singing. This sudden attention was exciting, but also overwhelming for someone so young. It marked the beginning of her life in the public eye on a global level. After her viral performance on America's Got Talent, Courtney Hadwin quickly became a topic of discussion across social media, television, and news platforms. Many people were amazed by her unique voice and stage energy. They called her a born performer and compared her to legendary singers from past generations. At the same time, not all reactions were positive. Some viewers were surprised by her intense stage style and questioned whether such a young girl should be performing in such a powerful, adult-like way. This created mixed opinions about her talent. While millions admired her, others debated her performances online. This kind of attention is common for viral talent show contestants, but for a teenager, it can be very intense. Courtney suddenly found herself in the middle of global attention, something that is very difficult to handle at a young age. Interviews, news articles, and online discussions followed her everywhere. People wanted to know more about her personality, her background, and her future plans. This level of attention brought both opportunities and pressure. On one hand, she gained recognition and support from fans all over the world. On the other hand, she also faced criticism and constant comparison to other famous singers. Many expected her to continue delivering powerful performances every time she appeared on stage. This expectation created stress, because growing as an artist takes time and development. Courtney was still a teenager learning about music, identity, and performance, but the world was already treating her like a professional star. This situation showed how quickly fame can change a person's life, especially when it happens at a young age. It also highlighted how talent show fame can be both exciting and overwhelming at the same time. After her rise on America's Got Talent, Courtney continued to work on her music career. She released covers and studio recordings, including her EP called The Cover Sessions. This project included her versions of popular songs by famous artists like Tina Turner. These recordings helped fans hear her voice in a more controlled studio environment, compared to the live stage performances she was known for. While her AGT performance was energetic and wild, her recorded songs showed a slightly different side of her voice. During this time, she was still very young and learning about the music industry. Like many young artists, she had to adjust to working with producers, managers, and recording teams. This process is often challenging because it involves balancing creativity with commercial expectations. Courtney was known for her strong personality on stage, but behind the scenes she was still developing her confidence as a songwriter and recording artist. She wanted to explore her own style, not just perform covers of other people's songs. However, building a music career takes time, especially for someone transitioning from a talent show environment into the professional industry. She continued to gain experience, perform in different places, and grow as an artist. Even when she was not in the spotlight as much as during AGT, she remained active in music. This period of her life was important because it helped her understand the realities of the music world. Fame from television is fast and powerful, but building a long-term career requires patience, learning, and creative development. Courtney was in the middle of that process, trying to find her own voice as an artist while still being known for her famous AGT moment. As Courtney grew older, she began to take more control over her music and artistic direction. Like many young performers who become famous early, she had to find a balance between public expectations and personal creativity. Fans who first discovered her on talent shows often expected her to always perform with the same powerful energy, but artists naturally evolve over time. Courtney started exploring new styles and working on music that felt more personal to her. In the modern music world, social media also became an important part of her career. Platforms like YouTube and TikTok allowed her to connect directly with fans and share updates about her music journey. This gave her more independence compared to traditional TV-based fame. Instead of relying only on talent shows, she could now build her own audience online. This shift is important for many young artists today because it allows them to grow without being controlled entirely by the television industry. Courtney's journey showed how fame can change form over time. From live talent shows to online platforms, she continued to adapt. While she was no longer constantly in the global spotlight like during her AGT peak, she remained active and creative in her own way. Her story became less about a sudden viral moment and more about long-term artistic development. This stage of her life reflects a more realistic side of the music industry, where success is not only about instant fame but also about growth, independence, and personal expression. Looking at Courtney Hadwin's journey as a whole, her story is not just about fame, but about growth, pressure, and finding identity. She started as a shy girl from a small town, became a viral sensation on global television, and then slowly transitioned into an independent artist building her own path. Her experience shows how powerful talent shows can be in changing someone's life in a very short time. It also shows the challenges that come with sudden fame, especially for young performers who are still growing emotionally and personally. While many people remember her for her explosive AGT audition, her journey did not stop there. Like many artists, she continued to evolve, learn, and adapt to the changing music industry. Her path highlights both the positive and difficult sides of early fame. On one hand, it gave her opportunities, recognition, and a platform to share her talent with the world. On the other hand, it brought pressure, expectations, and constant public attention. Today, her story is still unfolding, and she continues to explore her musical identity. Whether she becomes a mainstream star or chooses a more independent path, her impact on talent show history remains strong. Courtney Hadwin remains an example of how a single performance can change a life, but also how real success is about what happens after the spotlight fades.